All right, so this is one more step than we did on the last one. We're still subtracting. We're still going to use the expanded form. But there's one extra step that we have to do today that we did not do last time. Okay, so 653 minus 378. So I have to go ahead and expand that number out, right? 653 has 600s, right? It has 5 tens, 50. So I have to put 50. And 650 in my ones column, I only have 3. So now I have to expand out 378. 378 has 3 100s. It has 7 tens, which looks like 70, and it has 8 ones. So I had to make new text boxes because as the teacher, the one who sets this up, I can't type inside of my box if I fill in the blank, but you can do that. All right, so I'm going to switch to using my pen now. All right, so if I have 3 and I want to subtract 8, so these pluses don't mean I'm adding, it means that the expanded form means adding. So I'm going to separate my boxes here. 3 minus 8, I cannot do that. If I only have 3 of something, I cannot take 8 away from that. So I have to ungroup from the tens column. I have 5 10 sticks or 5 rods, right, which equals 50. So I have to borrow some from here. I'm going to take 10 away. I'm going to take one of those rods, 10 away. So if I took 10 away from 50, I'm left with 40 because 50 minus 10 is 40. So now I have to add these two together. I have 3 and I have 10. Together that makes 13 because 3 and 10 is 13. So now I have to do 3 minus 8. Now I can do that. So if I count upward, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That was 5. It took 5 to get from 8 to 13. So I got 5. 40 minus 70. If I only have 4 10 sticks, 4 rods, 40, I can't take 7 away. Okay, so I have to come on over here to the 600 and I have to borrow 100. See, these are in hundreds. I can only ungroup. I'm sorry, use the word not borrow, ungroup. I have to take 100 away. So I'm going to bring 100 over to this one. And so this leaves it as 500. 600 minus 100 is 500. So the 40 plus the 100 is 140. I just put those two together. So I can take 140 and subtract 70. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to count from 70 and see how much it takes to get up to 140. 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140. That was 7 10 sticks or rods or 7D because 7 and 7 gives me 14. So I know I can check that to make sure it's right. 500, and if I take 300 of those away, 5 minus 3 is 2. So I have 200 left. So down here where I have to write my final answer, I'm going to put these back together again. 200 plus 70 plus 5. 200 plus 70 plus 5. So I can say my final answer is 275. Okay, so I want you to do the same exact thing that I did on this problem. Work it out, and then you can go back to the video and check to make sure it's right. So on the next few slides, when you practice problems, if you need to go back and watch either of the videos, go ahead and do that.